To help you visualize how important it is to set the needle correctly, I'll show you the difference between various settings. We'll start with 5 millimeters. Even though the ink is very fluid, the distance between the needle tip and the cartridge is too great. As a result, not enough ink reaches the skin. Now I shorten the needle to about 3 millimeters, so the ink flows out more easily than before. I often work with this setting. Here, you get very good ink flow and can shade with precision. That's already looking pretty good, but there's still a bit too little ink coming out. So I adjust again and leave the needle sticking out about 2 millimeters. If I now rotate the needle just half a millimeter further into the cartridge, even more ink flows out. I think you get the idea. Now I've found the perfect ink flow. As you can see, I also need to keep testing until it fits just right. This is how the shading looks to the human eye. Now let's move on to packing. When the needle is sticking out too far from the cartridge, like here, it becomes difficult to fill a solid area. Same principle again. If I want more ink to hit the skin, I need to shorten the needle so that the distance between the needle tip and the cartridge is reduced. With this setting, the filled area already looks pretty good, but if I shorten the needle just a bit more, it should be perfect. And as you can see, the final filled area looks the best because the needle was set correctly. Now let's look at lining. Here, the needle is sticking out almost 5 millimeters. The line already looks pretty good, but the ink flow wasn't perfect. Now I let the needle stick out just a tiny bit from the cartridge. But because the distance is too short, too much ink hits the skin. It's still possible to work this way, but it's not comfortable. So let me show you how to tattoo the perfect line. I set the needle to stick out 4 millimeters from the cartridge, and this gives me perfect ink flow. This topic isn't easy to explain, but here's a quick summary. Remember, if too much ink comes out, the distance between the needle tip and the cartridge is too small. If too little ink comes out, the distance is too large. So the most important thing is to find the sweet spot in between, and if you remember that, you're already one step closer to your goal.